right? And hey, this is a GMS Godspeed lesson. And first and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Shem
Yahushua,
Yahushai,
Bahashem,
Bahashem
Kakadash.
Rakadash. Belongs to Holy and Apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom, Father Akim, pushing out this truth and sincerity, all right? Quick lesson, and it's going to be dealing with, well, as you see on the title, 1 hour. And I'll just go ahead and read it. I'll get it.
Right. Yeah, I read it. So I do Revelation chapter 18. I started at verse 9. It says, "And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning."
Yeah, so this is, when you read the whole chapter, it's dealing with Babylon, that great woman, right, which is America, okay, in the scripture. Or you're going to directly say the word America. It's going to use figurative language, okay, and you have to have spiritual eyes to be able to put the puzzle pieces together. Now, when he said the kings shall lament and wail, that's talking about the other nations, all right, that across the world, such as Russia, China, Europe, Africa. You see these other nations and countries across the world, they benefit off of America. Because America is the #1 capitalist country of capitalism. Okay, so they're going to be sad when America gets destroyed, according to the scriptures. Now, you go back.
Continuing in verse 10, it says, it's like it continuing in verse 9. It says, "Shall bewail her and lament for her, when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, the great city Babylon, the mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come."
All right, so there's that 1 hour. Now, it's no coincidence that Vladimir Putin actually just, well, they've been saying it. I don't know if it was Putin himself or one of the Russian officials, but they basically have been bragging for a long time that their nuclear warheads can touch American soil in 1 hour.
Yep.
And really, you know, I feel like it's even more advanced. It can be faster than that.
Yeah.
You know, so that goes to show you that this place will be destroyed very, very quickly, man. You know, when the Lord puts it on the spirit to these other nations, because Proverbs 21 it says 21:1 it says the king's heart is in the hands of the Lord. So the Lord's gonna put the spirit on these different kings and rulers. And you say, man, fuck it, man, we're just gonna go ahead and push this button on America. And 1 hour is the nick of time that it's gonna take.
I'm not gonna add, you can, just off the amount of damage that one missile could do, really can really obliterate, the city. You know, versus 200 million, warheads, man. You know, so imagine the amount of damage that 200 million, warheads is gonna do.
Yeah, because like the actual fire circumference is not very large, but what makes it more deadly is that radiation. Okay, so that radiation will spread, hundreds of miles, man. Beyond. And that's we're talking about one. We ain't talking about 200 million, which is a very, very large amount. You got to.
I got a precept in Joel chapter 2. We just read this. I started at verse 3. It says, a fire devours before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yet nothing shall escape them. This is going into the destruction that the missiles cause. Everything, that, like I said, the Garden of Eden before and behind them is basically destruction. All right, just going into the damage that these missiles are going to cause. We're going into in that 1 hour, man. All right, 60 minutes. And we all know that, the scriptures say that the Lord shortened the days. So it's really gonna feel even quicker than that. You know, for the elect, for those of them who's played by those missiles, it's gonna feel like eternity, man. You know, but it says, it's like I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna read verse 2. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. See, it says, this is speaking of the missiles, man, a great and strong people. All right. So it says, there have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after, unto the years of many generations. You know, so a great and strong people going into their might, you know, the power behind it.
Yeah, because when you read down, it goes into what it say, the weak shall say I'm strong. Is that the second or third chapter?
That's the second.
Second, but yeah, we'll show you.
All right, yeah, I agree.
9.
Yeah. It's like it's the third. Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men, let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hook into spears.
Yeah, so plowshares and pruning hooks are instruments for tilling. Farming, yeah, right. And so it said into what? Spears, and then the other one is what?
The pruning hooks, and your pruning hooks into spears, and your plowshares into
swords. So spears and swords, those two farming instruments are going to be turned into, they're going to be now weapons. Mm-hmm. Put those down and pick the weapons up.
Yep.
Right? But did you go to the point yet?
No. Okay. It says, verse 10, it says, beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Yeah, let the weak say, I am strong. Okay? That's talking about the weaker nations, just like we went into with talking about these other nations. Mainly, I would say the Middle East, because those, Iran, Iraq, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabia, yeah, that's the whole, that land, Middle East region, those were once, I would say, 20 years ago, 20 plus years, a little bit, like 20 years ago, and going back, those were considered weak nations, but in recent years, okay, they've been dealing with Russia, they've been dealing with China, and now they're able to, they grew in their oil economy, weapons, yeah, exactly.
Hey, because once before, these other weak nations, these are smaller nations. That's why, really NATO was formed, because you had other small countries that really didn't have the military force as America.
Right. They needed that military backing, like you said. So, but yeah, the point being is that these nations that also hate America, they're all enemies of America, by the way. They've acquired nuclear arms now, man. And that's why America is still doing it. But during the time of George Bush, you had the attack on weapons of mass destruction, and then I think years later you had them basically trying to do away with their uranium facilities, things of that nature, because they were trying to stop. What is uranium used for? They were trying to stop them from
nuclear capability.
Their nuclear capability. But the Heavenly Father is in control, so He's not going to allow you Americans to circumvent that, man.
And let it be stopped in prophecy.
That's it. Yeah, we'll probably get one more. Yeah. This is I was really looking for that. Can't think. But if not, I got this. It's Isaiah 66 and 15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. All right, and so you found it? Yeah. Okay. So, but yeah, the chariots, well, not obviously, if you're new, are the so-called UFOs that Esau calls, the unidentified flying objects. But it says, the Lord will come with fire. So not only the chip by his chariots, but also that nuclear destruction like we went into. We'll get this.
Isaiah 54:16 says, "Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument for his work. And I have created the waster to destroy."
The smith is somebody that basically is like a worker, but they deal with
Like
an
a
ancient
craftsman.
craftsman that deals with weaponry, all right, in the ancient world. Now, who is that in modern day time, or what is this talking about? It's talking about Esau Edom that put his lab coat and thick goggles on, and he was able to concoct the waster, which is nuclear capability.
Oppenheimer.
Exactly. Oppenheimer and other individuals that furthered Oppenheimer's vision, and now it's to the point where you have hypersonic ballistic missiles, which we mentioned can reach America and out, and they can also turn directions and so many other things. So yeah, that's the point being, and Lord, we know you edified, ending off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to double honors to the elders and apostles of our master. Shalom.
We have the most sanctions place in America, but we have the fifth largest economy. Okay.